Hey everybody, it's Mudblanc. If you're new here, I'm a Gen 2 K-pop veteran who hasn't listened to K-pop in over a decade. I'm back from the grave though, and I'm trying to learn about the new scene by seeing what I've missed over all this time. Today I'm super excited because I'm checking out a performance video that was so kindly recommended to me by a friendly army member in the comments of a previous BTS reaction. It's the Kinetic Manifesto Film Prima. I'm slowly getting to know the boys and their style, but I haven't yet gotten to see some pure performance from them. Since I'm in the mood to see what they've got outside of the storytelling in music videos, I really wanted to take another suggestion that was offered and see what the 2021 Festa Performance was about. I don't really know anything about the circumstances of that performance, but it seems like the two of these maybe will help me get a more rounded view of the boys and their abilities. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Okay, first up we have the Kinetic Manifesto Film Prima. Oh, that was sick. This already is a pretty spectacular recommendation. It bridges the world of the music videos and live performance in a really spectacular way. They are magnetic and incredibly talented. The dancing is so clean in this, and the charisma is through the roof. Holy cow. Wow, 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 wow. Perfect. Look how much energy they have. Holy cow. I do wonder if this is a feature of this performance video or their work in general. It seems to me like they would maybe prioritize this overall, but they're very good at creating small little moments and creating subgroups within the larger group to tighten in focus. And that also has this really spectacular ability to showcase the members in a more intimate setting, which is really great from a fan perspective. It allows everybody a moment to shine, and also fans of any of the individual boys to men, complicated, to feel the connection and to have something special within any larger group project. They must have worked so hard on this. Also, it's very rare that you see artists, usually like backup dancers or the ones who are creating the scenes, are doing like most of the heavy lifting in any sort of pop performance. One of the benefits of them not having to have like live singing in this is that they can go as hard as they want and they don't have to worry about the continuity and consistency of the vocals, which is something that you normally have to get for other stage performances. But yeah, the like BTS members here, they're working harder than anybody else on this set, which is really, really impressive. I can't even imagine how much prep time it took to put this all together. His voice is so pretty. Wow. Wow. Dude, if you saw something like this in a concert, you would be losing your mind. Nuts. Wow. 3 cheers for the freaking choreographer. Holy crap. It's like almost overwhelming a little bit. It's so high energy, and they just like pushed it as hard as they possibly could. Like I already said, this is a fantastic recommendation. Wow. I don't think that this has more views than the music video, but it should. It should. Oh, also something that occurred to me about halfway through listening to the song that I'm kind of getting a vibe for now is that most of their main vocalists actually have a pretty high vocal tone. And BTS is interesting because rather than like trying to balance it with another like member who has a lower vocal tone, they actually just use hip hop elements as the counterbalance to those higher, more melodic aspects of any given song. And so it's a really interesting approach and produces a lot of like contrast and subtle tension in the work that makes it really dynamic and interesting to listen to. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Also, I wonder where this was filmed. What a unique filming location. Jesus. There's probably like no good stills from this because they're just going so hard through the entire thing, and there's so much movement throughout all of it. Wow, great performance. The camera work in this was really excellent as well. Like that shot where they just like shoot up into the sky. Great way to reset, and then you can also have like multiple takes and like also a little bit of a breather for the performers too, which allows BTS to really give it their all and like go 100% through this entire music video without, you know, missing a beat. Well, music video in air quotations. Performance video. There we go. Wow, I am so glad this was recommended to me. Okay, let's move forward to this 2021 Festa Performance video. I think it's going to be a very, very different vibe, but honestly, after the amount of energy that was in that Prima performance, I'm looking forward to something a little bit different. My heart is beating so fast. Here we go. Nice. 2021 would have been like a
똑같이 없이 잘라냈지만 난 도깨비 감독 몰래 다가가 너의 일상생활을 만나보네 그때마다 머릿속은 108번에 oh shit 내 생각은 알까 고민하면 좋아 Let's go 넌 남이 되고 오히려 더 좋아 보여 pretty woman yeah 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 너야니 그래도 여전히 넌 좋아 보여 pretty woman you same love. No, I say love. Baby, I want it. Let's go. Hey.
Considering the time, this looks like it's June of 2021, and I know that Korea was relatively strict, all things considered, for quite a bit of time, past other places in the world, but every country had their own experience and their own challenges when it came to COVID. This is a really nice and interesting way to showcase the members and their live performance capacities when so much of the world still couldn't be there in person. Also, I'm really glad that I took this recommendation in contrast to the Prima performance because it seems like this is focusing in on vocal performance.
Poppy girl, pop it.
Dark and wild.
What's wrong with you? Alex and Wayne live in Isabel Moran. Baby, go on to your day, come and show me what you got.
He's so cool.
너는 PT 아닌 PT 혹은 진리 아닌 미치 영화 지니 램보기니 비마 티니 위니 미니 넌 비키니 왕마 티니 또 머시디스 참아
Yes. Oh my god. Them getting hype for each other is so cute.
Now we gotta go help people customize and save
No.
hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Maybe where's the golf cart?
We don't have to save hundreds.
Save me.
아 이거 명곡이죠. 아 명곡입니다.
오랜만이네요.
아 이거 안무 해야 되는데 오늘은 아쉽지만 라이브로만. 내 심장 소리 들어봐 제멋대로 널 부르잖아
이 까만 어둠 속에서 너는 이렇게 빛나니까
그 손을 내밀어줘 save me save me I need your love forever
그 손을 내밀어줘 save me save me I need your love forever 그 손을 내밀어줘 save me save me 그 손을 내밀어줘 save me save me save me me
고마워 내게 나게 해줬어 내게 나게 해줬어 이런 내게 나게 해줬어 고기 쓰던 나게 해줬어 답답하던 나게 해줬어 꿈속에만 사던 나게 해줬어 널 생각하면 나게 해줬어 슬픔 따위 나게 해줬어
This is giving me such a wonderful nostalgic vibe. Just like going to clubs with my Korean friends and everybody dancing in a circle, which was not a thing at the time.
우리가 돼줬어 Army 한번 날아봅시다
이상할 준비가 됐어
Never walk alone.
나 믿어 내 등이 아픈 건 나에게 더 위험한 걸 나 믿어 지금은 미약할지언정 끝이 창대한 미약일 걸 Fly, fly, up in the sky Fly, fly, get em up 네가 택한 길에 새끼 쫄지 마라 이제 고작 비행인 거라
Take me to the sky 헐헐 날아갈 수 있다면 영영 달아날 수 있다면 If I wish to fly
점점 무거워지는 공기를 뚫고 날아
Higher than higher than higher than the sky
난 날아가
붉게 물든 날개 힘겨 Spread my wings
Something really delightful about artists who have such a long discography and a long history of performance is it's really delightful to see them get so comfortable in their earlier work and to just find so much ease in it and be able to sort of it's almost like they become like a channel or a vessel for the music and they can just let it flow without having to stress. And that sense of ease really, it does something to you as a member of the audience, as a participant from the other side of the stage. It just like allows you to also relax into the music as well and really, really enjoy it in a completely different way than when the pressure's on and you know, they're new to everything or they're not as seasoned. This is a very special performance because you can see elements like that. That's a pretty song. Aww, that's so cute.
네, 방금 지민 씨 주체를 못 하시겠죠? 드리블은 사나이 이번 제목은 파이드 파이퍼
벌 받는 건 아니잖아
이리 와 난 너의 paradise
Close your eyes
Close your
발버둥 쳐봐도 더는 소용없을걸
날 거부하지 마
꼭 귀 기울여봐
네,
Oh, that's so cute. Pied Piper, and he's holding it like a flute.
그렇습니다. 다음 노래는 2021 최고의 래퍼 3명이 뭉쳤습니다. 만나러 가시죠. 뭐 신나는 일 없나? 뭐야 이 하얀 설탕 좀 화내도 됩니까? 뭐야 이 파이럿을
에이 싸우지 마. 인트로가 길다고. 명심하라고 인트로가 길다고. 이제 출발해야 돼. 자, 준비해. 에이.
자, two,
Let's go.
타오르는 저 공식 기름이 닿기 전에 먼저 집착해 내 빛이 힘들어가게 되지 오늘의 선수 입증하신 내 거수 프로그 시작한 퉁퉁퉁퉁 내 목이 내 퉁퉁퉁퉁 걷어내게 실토톡이 반응이 없어 그냥 담궈버리지 퍽퍽이 진실도 거칠대 진실대 이것은 뭔가 독특하고 하늘을 바비는 사람이 물론 필요하지 타오른 된 이유가 있어 어쩌면 우리 역사지 이 세상을 바꾸기도 하지 꺼지고 분노 아니 분노 뭔가 분노이지 you know 분노인 척하면 죽게 진짜 분노 지도버릴 수도 없이 빠른 그래 오 캐라 오 제가 될 때까지 그래 오 캐라 오 그래 오 캐라 오 부러질 때까지 그래 오 캐라 나는 아기의 가는 사분홍이 분노해 나는 꺼져야만 해다 그 분노에 잠시 쉬었다 가시죠. 수고
야, 너 오늘 깔끔하다.
진행 잘한다.
괜찮을게.
오늘 좀 하네.
가요 톱10
갑시다 여러분들.
Let's
같은 하루들 중에 두 중에 너를 만날 때 가장 난 행복해
매번 가는 일상들 속에
세상에
너란 사람은 내게 가장 특별해.
에이, 죽어요.
별일은 없지 없지 아픈 것은 없겠지 난 요즘에 글쎄 붕 떠버린 것 같아 꽤 많은 시간 덕에 이런 노래 쓰네 이건 너를 위한 노래 에이, Let's go 자 떠나자 어디? 푸른 바다로 우리가 함께 뛰어놀던 저 푸른 바다로
너게는 걱정들은 잠시 내려놓은 채로 잠시 우리끼리 즐겨보자.
This is a really unique performance approach because it really allows you to get a peek inside of the group and the way that they interact with one another. And in a way, it almost is like them rehearsing in a karaoke booth. Such a unique approach, and it's really fun to watch.
추억하는 푸른 바다 한가운데 작은 섬 비록 지금은 멀어졌어도
Imagine them in a karaoke booth.
에이.
내 곁에 네가 없어도 예 곁에 내가 없어도 예 함께 있다 같은 하루들 중에 너를 만날 때 가장 난 행복해 매번 다른 일상들 속에 너란 사람은 내게 가장 특별해
Love you.
Aw. Fantastic recommendation. Oh, wow. This ended up being like a really well-rounded little reaction series. Great pairing. amazing recommendations. Thank you to both commenters who suggested these. I really appreciate anybody who's willing to help me out because getting into all of this after so long is not as easy as I had initially thought it might be. So, my thoughts on BTS as performers. I already, like, let's say, knew after watching that BTS guide that they're definitely specialized and geared towards performance. And you can definitely see what I meant when I was saying that in that video reaction, because they each have such unique skills and unique approaches to the skill set that is needed for idol groups that make them really stand out in any landscape, but certainly the K-pop landscape I'm seeing quite a lot. Someone recently commented that they're not really like they don't think of BTS as like a really typical K-pop group. They're in their own lane, and I can definitely see what was meant by that. It's almost like, in contrast, I did a reaction to Hearts to Hearts Rude, and in that I was talking about how SM Entertainment really prioritizes artists that are well-rounded from an entertainment perspective. So it's not just about the music, it's also about variety shows, it's about acting, it's about all of these different things that are peripheral and yet still a part of an idol's job. BTS, in contrast, is very specialized in performance, although I'm sure that they're great variety show participants, and I'm sure that, you know, they have so many different talents outside of the music itself, but you don't get to the level that BTS has gotten without a sort of specialization. You don't captivate the world like BTS has without the ability to perform at such a high level. So it's really a testament to their specialization that they were able to get as far as they have. And it's that, and I'm also coming to see that it's that paired with the way that they really prioritize their fans and make them central to any work that they're pursuing. It's almost like BTS's career, from what I've seen at this point, and I'm not in a pre-COVID era yet, but from what I've seen, it's like they're constantly in conversation with ARMY members, and that dialogue is the most important and pivotal piece of their work. It really informs everything that they do, and as a member of a fandom, it makes it incredibly rewarding to support artists who in turn are there to support you as well. They're such unique and special artists. It's really, really it has been, it will probably continue to be a really great experience for me to be able to discover more and uncover more about them. And also, now we're in an era where Arirang is out, and to see how they continue to further develop and grow is going to be such an enjoyable process. Yeah, in terms of that process, I do have a BTS Deep Dive playlist, and I'm going to continue adding my BTS reactions in there. So I'll link it in a card here and in the video description down below. And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the member deep dive that I did. That one was really fascinating. I definitely learned a lot about them and the sort of relationship that they have with one another, while being able to uncover the individual threads that each member produces in order to create the tapestry, the weave that is their group projects. So yeah, I'll go ahead and leave that linked in the end cards, and I guess until the next time, bye.